Somebody call for the queen.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sister by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rest. You got a picture me, Pacific ice on the ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly on.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Let's go. 12. Hey, Rocket. On 4.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 19 yards that time for number 19. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Throwing is Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Great. Sunday.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. He may try and run, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz, an 8-yard touchdown run, and the Eagles have taken the early lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Well, Charles, I've got to give credit to the Chargers because you finished 12-4, second-best record in the AFC, but you find yourself in the wild card game. You traveled across country and play in a 10 a.m. start for them if you consider West Coast time, but they found a way to beat Baltimore.
They certainly did, and they were the first team to see Lamar Jackson, the quarterback for Baltimore, twice. And that helped them because they limited him for most of the ball game. Didn't totally shut him down, but made it very difficult for him. Now, how about this? 9-0 this season in games in which they've had to board a plane are the Chargers. And that includes a home game in London. The only loss? When they took a bus across town to play the Los Angeles Rams.
Interesting. And their playoff lives continue. We'll see how they fare this week. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry, 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Corey Graham brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well. And you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down.
Orange. Hey, go orange, 5-4. Hey, Rocket.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I'm
trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Now that we sit in the postseason, let's talk about some of these awards we've been hitting on all year, Charles. MVP, what do you think?
Well, I think it's going to come down to Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback at Kansas City, Drew Brees, quarterback New Orleans, and Aaron Donald, the defensive tackle for the Los Angeles Rams. I ultimately think that Mahomes wins this award. I think he distanced himself late in the season from Brees, and it's hard for a defender to win the MVP.
Rookie of the year, Barkley, or does Mayfield have a shot?
Personally, I would give it to Barkley because he's been there all 16, but Mayfield made Cleveland relevant, put them in a position where maybe we were even talking about the playoffs, and boy, the excitement level has really ramped up. I would not be surprised at all if he walked away with the award.
Lastly, what about Coach of the Year? Does Frank Reich have a shot after starting 1-5 in Indy?
He should be in that conversation, shouldn't he? But I think ultimately it comes down to Matt Nagy in Chicago and Anthony Lynn with the Los Angeles Chargers. I think Nagy's going to win it because the Chargers were picked in preseason to actually win their division or contend. The Bears were not.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a play fake. Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Tokyo!
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. You go tight. You got tight.
Fight!
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Hey!
Motion, motion, motion.
They're going to give it to Gordon. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Goes underneath for Sproles. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, Get him out in the flat and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Now Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is incomplete here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Wentz now to throw. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. First down, a run with Smallwood. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Shotgun now for Wentz. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
0. 5-4.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. First down, Rivers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down throw here for Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Rocket. 0.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Come on.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. A dump off to Sproles. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
We're good.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run it now with Sproles. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Now wins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar from 3 yards out. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Second down, Rivers going underneath for Gordon. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Wentz. Caught right side Tate. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Ajayi. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Sunday. Go.
To throw is Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
82.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following the sparkling display of footwork. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. going to give it off to Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.